Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. You all normally don't see me at this time, but we have quite a bit of ground to make up. So I wanted to do a more detailed video on YMAX and basically what the underlying holdings were, because there may be some misunderstanding or misconception. Some of us think there's like 18 holdings. So we're going to go into all of that. We're going to break down the return and break down what we may anticipate the dividend to be. So let's go first to Yahoo Finance and recap how the fund has been doing within its first several days of trading. So we have that right up here. I don't anticipate to get any of you on live because I'm very, very late and into the wee hours of the morning here. Okay, so here is YMAX. So we're at 2036 right now. The after hours, which of course we ignore, we're at $21, but we ignore that. Since January 17th, we've been trading for just about a week now. We've gone from 1977 to 2036. Obviously, no dividends yet because it's too new. We may anticipate a dividend by March, possibly. So far, the range, not 52-week range, but really less than 10 days. 2135 is the high point, 1969 at the low point. 1974 is where we were January 17th. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969, as they say. So, all right, there is that. Now, I want to go to the YieldMax website because they actually break down perfectly the holdings. And there's about 10 of them. There's not 18, so it's not quite all of them yet. So just to recap first, the number of YieldMax funds we have at the moment. Hold on just a second. Let's see here. So there's 19 total at the moment. Let me share the screen again here. And let's see. Oh, we got one of you live. How about that? One of you is hanging out with me at almost 2 a.m. here. That's always cool. All right. Like I said, we got a lot of ground to make up. And we're not going to fall too far behind here. So, all right. We just shared that. What am I doing? Okay, let's go back here, back to the YieldMax site. 3 of you on. Well, comment away. Okay, let me share the screen again here. And here we go. Okay, so we've got 19 total, and I think that YMAX was the 19th one. But it looks like, according to the underlying holdings, which we'll go over, it's not in all 18 of them. So with 19 ETFs traded on the U.S. markets, YieldMax ETFs have total assets under management of $1.64 billion. The average expense ratio is 0.99%. YieldMax ETFs can be found in the following asset class equity. Let's do this here. This is the ETF.com. This is a good resource for us. Let me backspace here, go to the YieldMax site. Okay. Come on. I feel like we've been live streaming all night. We did 2 podcast episodes. Okay, so of the YieldMax fund, we've got Tesla, we've got OARK, we've got, oh, come on, not this again. Technology has just not been cooperating with the coach lately. We've got OARK, we've got Aptly, we've got NVDY, we've got AMZY, FBY, GUI, Coney, DISO for Disney, NFLY, and MSFO, XOMO. These are ones we forget, JPMO. That one may actually have a really good yield because JP Morgan stock has been kicking butt. We've got AMDY, one of my favorite names, PP, SQI, MRNY from Moderna, AIYY, and then the YMAX fund. So there's all 19 of them. Okay, so with that, let me break down the YMAX holdings. And let's see, where's my screen? My screen is going to be over here. I need a haircut, don't I? Well, I cut this hair anyway. All right. Where is the time going? Okay, so let's see, y'all. Here we go. All right, so the holdings for YMAX It's not all 18 of them like a lot of you think. It is. All right. We're in the AI. We're in AMD, AMZN, AAPL, Coinbase, Disney, Meta, Google, JP Morgan, and Moderna. So those are the 10 that it's picked, and it's got about a 5% weighting in each. Let's add that up real quick. So it's got 5.49% into AI, 5.85% into AMD, 5.61% into Amazon, excuse me, 5.66% into Apple, 5.07 into Coinbase. That's about how much I have in mine, right? Disney, 5.57, Meta, 5.72. And I'm assuming these weightings are going to change based on how the performance of the underlying does for each one. 5.56 and Google. So there's going to be the rest is probably treasuries. 5.56 in JP Morgan, 5.51 in Moderna. Okay, so that's only 55.6% in these 10. So the other holdings must be, let's see, download all holdings. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's going to open in a spreadsheet. Oh, come on. They can't make it too easy, can they? I'm assuming the rest is in, I'm assuming the rest is going to be in treasuries and things like that. Let me see here. Let's see if I can share the screen on this one. Oh, come on, just open. It is a MacBook after all. These are the shares and the market value of each. So it would be a safe assumption to take the aggregate dividend for each of these and then multiply it by the weighting. The weighting is the hardest part, right? Let's see now. Where is this? My Excel is trying to pop up over here. Excel is not excelling so far today on this device anyway. Well, look at that. I ramble on. I've been going 7.5 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Let's see. No comments yet. I think we've got 3 or 4 of you casually on. 3 of you. I think I ran one of you off with the hair comment. Oh, well. Anyway, so I'm assuming that the first dividend will be somewhere around 58%. We do have a comment. We have new investor. Of course, we want new investors on, right? Out with the old and with the new, right? Now we welcome both old and new. He says, I like this so much more than individual stocks. I don't know why. Well, it's more fun. I mean, it's like diversified, and this is kind of what you want, right? You want an aggregate of all of them. I've been excited about this one since YieldMax came out, actually. Excel is moving kind of slow on me. So I'm not sure why it's making me download. But this MacBook has definitely been a handful. Let me do this. YMAX total holdings. Let's see here. And then I'm going to get another video out on a topic we haven't covered, the curve funds. We're definitely overdue for a video on that one. Oh, wait a second here. I stand corrected. There is a total of 19 holdings. The top 10 holdings account for what we just added up, basically 56.44%. So see, a lot of this is already broken down for us, just depending on where we look. I wish this damn computer would move faster. Darn it. Come on. Let me stop the share. I guess the Excel file is going to take till tomorrow to load. Okay, I'm on a website called Tip Ranks. Let's see here. Top financial bloggers. Of course, they should have me at the top of the list, right? Even though I'm not a blogger, I'm an influencer. Or I try to be influencing. Let's see. Funny you say that. Have I seen Jay's newest interview? I plan to do a reaction video on it. It was the Perfect Portfolio channel. Highly recommend. I'm actually going to do a reaction video on it. So hopefully you all will see it on here. And of course, I'll promote the channel that did it, of course, because that was very wise of them to have Jay on. A new fund Theta is coming. What fund family is that? I've been seeing that, but what fund family? Like I said, we're way behind. I think I went 4 days without an upload. Oh, good. Dissector is on, dissecting away at YieldMax, which I'm trying to do too. YieldMax is way too expensive. Oh, you changed your name, didn't you? You're the one with the Green Bay, the Jordan Love thing. I was hoping, by the way, that the Packers won and that the Bucks won, because then the Bucks would have gotten to host an NFC title. But oh well, that was a pipe dream after all. All right, let's try to figure out the rest of the holdings here, and then we will move on to the next video. I'm gonna keep going as long as I can here. Like I said, I don't want to get beat by other channels, so I'm gonna really try to blitz the YouTube waves here. Let's see here. Let's see. I told you, love is him. Okay, if you say so. He's the dissector, right? Oh, you sold out of all YieldMax because the NAV erosion sucks. Yeah, doesn't it? It's a bummer for sure. But there's some people on here that are still like incredibly not only pro YieldMax but very pro Tesla, even though it's dropped so much. So go figure on that one, right? I try to be objective anyway. I mean, any coach should be objective, of course. All right, let's see. I got another site up here, Tip Ranks. We'll look at this one. This is going to be the YieldMax. What do we got here? YieldMax Universe Fund of Option Income ETF. Okay, 19 holdings. The top 10 by percentage of total holdings are 56.56%. Okay, here we go. I don't know why this does this. It only shows these frickin' paywalls are so annoying. It's just basic information we're trying to find. Darn it. I hate this crap. I just want the other 9 holdings. That's all I want. Darn it, it won't let me pass this stupid paywall. Unless... Oh, this is so annoying. All right, maybe I can use this through Google. Come on. This damn computer. Let's see how we're doing on comments here. All right, hold on. Is it going to show me? It's such a simple task. Come on. Oh, now look at this stupid thing. It's going to make me scroll to the next page. All right, so we know Microsoft was the last of the 10. Oh, here we go. It is in all of them. All right, so what I said in the beginning of the video, I do stand corrected a bit. So it's got a cash position. It is in all of them, like we thought. So it would be a weighted average of all 18 of them. Coney, Tesla, OARK, AIYY, XOMO, Moderna, NFLY, SQY. So yeah, that is all the holdings. Okay. Well, that took us a while for something simple. Let's see if Excel ever opened here. We got a blank one. Oh, here it is. I got the same thing up here on Excel. It's AIYY, AMDY, AMZY, Aptly, Coney, DISO, FBY, GUI, JPMO, MRNY, MSFO, NFLY, NVDY, OARK, PP, SQY, TSLY, and XOMO. So that is 18 of them. So this will be simple. The coach can cook up very quickly a dividend. Actually, no, because I don't have that information. I'll do it in a following video. As far as this one, let me do some more comments here, and then we'll call this one quits, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to come back with a couple more. Wow, look at this. 2 o'clock in the morning. We got 17 of you on live. How about that? It's like more participation than we get during the day. I may have to go later. Am I a YieldMax fan? I'm not sure. Am I? Ooh, we got a lot of good questions we can ask. My sources say no, so I guess I'm not. All right, we got good questions we can ask to the advanced equipment. William is on, says, I'm still in Tesla. I watched the tactical chart channel. He said, Jay said, if YieldMax hits below $10, they will do a reverse split. How do you feel? Well, they're already at below $10. That's kind of crappy. You know, I would rather them, instead of getting to this point, how do I feel about it? I'm going to tell you right now. I would rather them pay less of a dividend and keep the share price. Because you know what that means? No, that means we're going to lose half of our shares. That's a bummer. Dang, they stress me out. They're going to make me lose some of my hair. How do you think Tesla will go? How low do I think it will go? Well, I think it'll go lower. Wait a minute. Will it go lower? I actually think it will. We were, signs point to yes. Yikes. We were actually on the podcast earlier. We were trying to properly evaluate Tesla, and we think that it's way overvalued according to the intrinsic value right now. So a reverse split, here's, prefer CZ here. A reverse split, or no, that wasn't CZ, that was new investor. And of course, a new investor would have a question. It's a good question. So a reverse split, it's kind of like the opposite of an actual split. When a stock splits, it goes like, say, 5 for 1. So one share becomes 5 shares. Like, say, Apple splits. Say it's trading for $100 a share, and then it does a 5 for 1 split. So then it will be $20 a share, 5 shares, though. It's still your $100, but it's split across 5 shares. One thing I really love about splits is that a lot of stocks often get back to their pre-split price. So you can get a 5 for 1 banger, and then you can go from $20 to $100 a share. So then those shares that just became cheaper, and then you can afford to buy more. Also, once they get back to their pre-split price, you have 5 times the shares. Now a reverse split is where, say you go 5 for 1 reverse. So then you get 1 share for every 5 shares you have. So like for YieldMax, say you have 6,000 shares of Tesla and they do a 2 for 1 reverse split, then you would drop to 3,000. And that's not cool, because then basically your dividends and all that are going to be cut in half. And I would think money may flow out of it. CZ says, I'm still stacking Tesla to the bottom, then it will rally to the top. I hope so. I'd like to find ETFs that do conservative covered calls that allow for upside. Well, that's what some of the others, they're paying less of a yield, but the NAV is more stable. Exactly. That's YieldMax. They're going for maximum yield, but it's hurting the NAV significantly. All right, you all, that was a good one. Glad we got that one out. Next, if you all want to stick around, I'm going to try to do like a blitz here. I'm going to do a couple of videos. So I'm going to do one on the Curve shares. So I'm going to be like right back within a couple minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you all very soon. My goal, I want to start hitting 100,000 views a month, and we need to get the sub counts up. So spread the word. What is your daytime job? That's a funny question. Well, I am a financial coach, but I don't know. I do work a daytime job, but luckily I work from home part-time. What others? Oh, the Curve funds, the TSLP. I'm going to cover those next. I'm way overdue for a video on that, and it's time to make up for lost time. All right, you all. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Check for my link.